back to the Film Geek. I'm Kyle Looters. Thanks for tuning in again. I hope everybody had a great fall break. We have an awesome show for you today. Last weekend at the box office, Max Payne was #1 with $18 million taken in. Beverly Hills Chihuahua was finally dethroned, but still managed to take in an $11.5 million to raise its total to $69 million. In a limited release, The Life of Beast grabbed the third slot. Oliver Stone's W and Eagle Eye rounded out the top 5. And that's a recap of how last week's movies did. As always, let's take a look at the very special, one-of-a-kind Film Geek rating system. The best rating a movie can get is you should take a date, pay full price, and buy the popcorn and Coke. After that, go to the matinee showing of the movie. After that, wait for it to come out on DVD. And finally, if the movie's horrible, if it's terrible, if it's just really, really bad, wait for it to come out on TBS. Video game megastar Max Payne opened this weekend's box office with a bang. Mark Wahlberg stars as the title character. Payne is a good cop stuck in a bad job. His family's the only thing keeping him going. However, killers from the criminal underground brutally murder his family and partner. Payne then loses all inhibitions and sets out on a revenge course in which he encounters extreme opposition and betrayal.
God wants to stay hidden. That's what makes him dangerous.
I wanted to get this tattoo.
That's a Valkyrie. The Ratchet's dead. Valkyries fly over the battlefield. They reward the people who die in violence.
When the people a man needs get taken away from him.
I love you so much you must kill me now.
You can't ever go back to who you were before.
I love you so much you must kill me now.
What, you a cop or something?
Not tonight.
I was yours. As soon as the moon said I'm killing time, whatever it is, because I think I'll
Max, you have my help with anything else, but not to go in there.
This movie had great visual effects. The Valkyries, the little winged characters that you saw in the trailer, those were done excellently. All the cinematography was excellent. However, the acting was flat. There was hardly no depth to any of the characters. Mark Wahlberg didn't do a very good job. Mila Kunis' character, not much was said about her. I had to go on the internet to find out that she was an assassin. So the acting was pretty flat. There was not much of a story. I'm going to say wait for DVD only because of the special effects. It's really the saving grace of this movie. And that's it for this episode's Movie of the Week, and now it's time for upcoming flicks. Girls, let's say you were forced to move to a strange small town to live with your dad after your mom married a baseball player. There's nothing to do, but this boy catches your eye. He's got everything. He's handsome. He's charming. He's intelligent. Yada, yada, yada. So you fall for the guy and you find out he's a vampire. Freaky? A little bit. Bella Swan encounters this in this week's upcoming flick, Twilight, which is based on the highly successful book series of the same name. Kristen Stewart and newcomer Robert Pattinson star in this movie of vampire love.
You know what you are? You're impossibly fast. And strong. Your skin is pale white and ice cold.
Are you afraid?
I'm only afraid of losing you.
I'm not the most dangerous thing out there.
Security guard at Grisham Mill got killed by some kind of animal.
An animal?
You brought a snack.
What, now you're coming after me?
He's got unparalleled senses, absolutely lethal.
I'll do whatever it takes to make you safe again.
The hunt is his obsession. He'll never stop!
Tell him to avenge you. Tell him!
I've never read the books, but I have some friends who have, and they say it's pretty good. The special effects look pretty well done. There's a nice ensemble cast of unknowns, and there's a potential for sequels since there are multiple books in the Twilight universe. I'm going to say go to the matinee showing. Twilight comes out on November 21st. And moving on from vampire love, here's what's new on DVD for October 21st. We've got The Incredible Hulk, The Strangers, Birds of America, and Line Watch. That's right, 4 new releases this week versus just 1 from last week. The Incredible Hulk was a way better film than its predecessor, but still not up to par with the Iron Mans and the Dark Knights of the world. The Strangers was a fairly decent movie, while Birds of America and Line Watch are great indie flicks. This weekend at the box office, Saw 5, High School Musical 3, and Pride and Glory are all the new releases. Be sure to head on down to the Carmike and check out these movies this weekend. That will do it for another episode of The Film Geek, wanting to remind all of our viewers that CUTV's programming is on YouTube once again. Simply go to YouTube and type in CUInternetTV with no spaces and click search. There you'll find episodes of our great news show, Top of the Hour, as well as our sports show, In the Huddle. Be sure to watch for CUTV's upcoming telenovela, as well as live election night coverage on November 4th. If you're on campus, simply watch the plasma for a little bit and you see one of our shows come up. Also, while you're on campus, be sure to pick up the latest edition of the Cameron Collegian. The Collegian is printed and distributed each week. Inside you'll find great articles and content. We want to give a big thank you to Jack Connor and everyone at Carmike Theaters for helping us put together the show. I can't say enough about how friendly everyone is down at the Carmike and how good the movies look up on the screen. The popcorn's not too bad either. Charlie Clark of the Lawton Constitution also deserves a thank you for his help, and I want to personally thank the awesome and amazing crew that comes down and works on the show every week. Without them and their efforts, the show would never get produced. So on behalf of Dr. Matt Jenkins and the entire crew at CUTV, I'm the film geek Kyle Luters, and we'll see you at the box office.